part-time bartender here. Tonight, we're making the cocktail that the New York Times describes as the cocktail of the year, and that is the Dirty Shirley. This is the channel where we combine the best of the home bar and the pro bar to make easy cocktails at home. Boy, it's a fun cocktail. On a summer day and you've got friends over and you're kind of having a good time, maybe old friends because it's a nostalgic cocktail. It reminds you of your childhood. So maybe people that you maybe even had a cocktail like this with when you were much younger. Of course, when you were much younger, it was the clean version of this, which is the Shirley Temple, the mocktail, the original mocktail, really. There were other versions of these mocktails back from the 30s and 40s and 50s. There was a thing called an Arnold Palmer. There was another drink called a Roy Rogers. There's a bunch of these things that were not alcoholic, and kids drank them, and kids remember them. So leave comments if you remember your Shirley Temple or your Roy Rogers or whatever your mocktail was growing up. There's a lot of discussion about where this cocktail comes from. Obviously, Shirley Temple is involved with it somehow. Funny thing is, when she was interviewed by NPR and they asked her about the Shirley Temple, she used the word icky to describe it. And I understand the desire to create the Dirty Shirley, which makes it alcoholic and salutes the original. And so just a quick note about Shirley Temple before I get into all the details on how to make this. She was a film star in the 30s. She was an amazing box office draw. I mean, we see her in various old movies. You see clips of her and you're like, oh my God, how could anybody have watched it? She was a huge, huge star. And to her credit, she had her own career as a diplomat after she made movies. She was the ambassador to Ghana and to Czechoslovakia. She did marry a rich businessman later in life, and she became known as Shirley Temple Black. And that's actually one of the other versions of this cocktail. There's an episode of the Gilmore Girls where they talk about a Shirley Temple Black. I'll leave notes on how to make a Shirley Temple Black in the description of this video, but it's basically you're just substituting a dark spirit, Myers rum, for the vodka we're gonna use. With this recipe, you really kind of have to try to balance desire to salute the Shirley Temple with kind of making it an alcoholic version as a Dirty Shirley. So here's my mixing glass. Any vodka will do. I have this Reka vodka, which I like. And so it's 2 ounces of vodka. And then I've made Grenadine. Boy, I'll leave you a video on how to make the Grenadine, but I make my own homemade Grenadine. So, but it's 1 ounce of the Grenadine. And then so you just drop a cube in there. So now I've got the ice in the glass. I'm adding some lime wedges, and then I'm adding in some maraschino cherry, mixing it in there, and then you can use 7-Up, you can use Sprite. If you really want to dress it up, I suppose you could use lime juice too. But we got to really kind of keep it to the original. I don't necessarily feel like I should fill the glass. Some people do. On a hot day, maybe it's refreshing, and just a little bit of alcohol will kind of give you a nice little buzz as the day goes on. But here it is, and I'm going to mix it here with my straw. Undeniably, it is a really pretty color. You can see, I don't know if you can see the lime, but it is a nice package, and I have a metal straw here. It's hard not to like it. It has a nice level of sweetness. It has, it has a nice little kick to it. It's a nice, pleasant drink. I could see where if you were having a party, it would be certainly fun. It's like for a pool party or something like that. It is a really nice one. There you have it, the Dirty Shirley. Next week, I have a great one coming from the Sasha Petrosky book involving Scotch. boy, I can't wait to make that one for you. In the meantime, check out my other videos. I have links here, and look through the list of videos here. Check those out. There's some really good ones. And by all means, share the Dirty Shirley with your friends. It's a fun one.